What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Leeds United Career Mode. This is episode number 10 as we officially hit double digits within this career mode. And yet today, coming up in today's episode, we have a Watford first away from home at Vicarage Road, taking them on here, coming off the back of, well, a massive win against Arsenal to take us to the League Cup final. That will be played within the next couple of episodes, not today's episode. Today's episode is basically all around the league, the championship, but coming off the back of a 1-0 win against Arsenal, away for, at home, wasn't it, at Elland Road. The board are thinking of sacking me, and we discussed it in the last episode, and this is where I believe EA need to work on their game a little bit, and that's if you're doing really well, and I mean we're doing really well, we're 12 points clear within the championship table of second place, we're 12 points clear. Yes, we got knocked out of the FA Cup early by Man City, but come on, it's Man City. We're not expected to beat Man City this early into the career mode. We're not at that level yet, and we're in a League Cup final. So when you put it on paper, have we really done that bad? I don't think we have. Going into the second half though against Watford, 2-0 up, and I was thinking, well, this is a pretty smooth and comfortable game. 2-0 up at the end of the first half, and Nonto, as you would see, would go ahead and put us 3-0 up. And then going into the latter stages of the second half, you would see here, as the ball is cleared from the Watford box, Aronson goes ahead, power shots, it deflects off the Watford man and goes into the back of the net. Goalkeeper nowhere near it. Aronson makes it. Watford 0, Leeds United 4, and that's full time at Vicarage Road, as a big 3 points away from home is in Leeds United's back pocket, and that means it takes us closer to winning that league title. And like I said, the league title, it's well within our reach now. We're almost there. We've just got to see the next couple of fixtures over the line, and we should be, or should I say the next couple of months over the line, and we should be there. Obviously, as we come to the back end of the championship now, of season number 1, we know we're going to get promoted. It's very hard. It's going to be very hard to bottle getting promotion now, and I mean never say never, but when you're 12 points clear within the championship table at first place, 12 points clear of second place, we shouldn't be bottling it now, should we? So going into the second game of today's episode, obviously taking on Sunderland here at home, and as you would see there, the championship table in the top left, another 3 points here would do us wonderfully. But as you would see, Sunderland starting strong. First 10 minutes, the first opportunity fell to Sunderland, which was put wide of the post. End of the first half, then nothing really happening. And in the second half, much of the same of the first half. Nothing happening in this one either. 2 halves of nothing really. And you would see here by the stats, yes, we had 6 shots, but those 6 shots weren't even on target. They weren't even going towards the Sunderland keeper to trouble him. So a very boring 2 halves of football, you would say, and a very deserved 0-0 draw for Sunderland, as we didn't really create anything. And obviously going away from home, winning 4-0 at Vicarage Road to Watford, and then coming back to Elland Road and drawing 0-0 with Sunderland, it's just not good enough really. And again, it goes back to my point of consistency. I said earlier on before we played Watford that if we're going to win the league title as quick as possible, we just need to see it through to the last couple of months, and we need as many 3 points as we can. But that just didn't happen against Sunderland. A very lacklustre performance against Sunderland, and it would mean back on the road again for the third game of today's episode, taking on Sheffield United. Yep, Sheffield United, the Blades, obviously relegated from the Premier League last season, and taking them on here at Bramall Lane. Going into this one, first sort of 15 minutes, not really our game, but as you would see, as Dan James runs up the right hand side, smashes it past the keeper and makes it Sheffield United 1, Leeds United 1, after Kiefer Moore put Sheffield United 1-0 up early on. And I've got to say, this one, it was a goal fest. Yeah, opportunities galore for both teams, and you would see here that unfortunately we were gifting them chances again, and Melier completely off his line, going into stoppage time in the first half. What was Melier doing? and Sheffield United go 2-1 up. Kiefer Moore with a brace, and that would mean half-time would fall upon us. And I said to the lads at half-time, stay focused, stay switched on. We can't be dropping points 2 games in a row. Although we did get a point against Sunderland and we didn't lose, a point is not 3 points. We need 3 points if we want the championship title as early as we can. So going into the second half, the lads did a wake, and this man, Wilfred Gnonto, on form within the last couple of episodes, makes it 2-2, 7 minutes after the restart. And you would see here, after winning the ball back 5 minutes later, Aronson passes it through to Gnonto. Gnonto runs up the left-hand side, passes it through to Patson Daka. Daka sees Daniel James, and Dan James goes ahead 60 minutes in, just past the hour mark. Makes it Sheffield United 2, Leeds United 3, and that would be it for that game. A 5-goal thriller at Bramall Lane, and I've got to say, it wasn't easy at all, but the courage and the commitment and the dare to do. God, I sound like Tottenham. We're not bottle jobs though, thankfully. Well, unless we bottle the league title, which we probably won't. But to dare to do, we did come back with the victory, scoring 2 goals. Sheffield United absolutely shut down in the second half. And you know, that's why Sheffield United mainly got relegated last season in real life. So, to be honest, I think Sheffield United, of course, they're going to be up there again. I believe they're in the top 6 in this career mode within this first season. So they could be coming up with us to the Premier League. But again, it's hard to say. Obviously, the playoffs, my personal opinion on the playoffs, I don't think the playoffs should be a thing, to be honest. If you finish 6th and get promoted to the Premier League, it just doesn't feel right, does it? For me, the top 3 teams are the ones that deserve promotion. You could finish 6th, go to the playoffs and still get promoted, and that means 3rd place doesn't get anything. Even though they finished 3rd place, they've got to try and do it all again next season. So personally, the playoffs, I don't like the idea, but again, they're there. That's the rules of the English game, and that are the rules of the Championship, League 1 and League 2. So, going into the 4th game of today's episode then, taking on Coventry City away from home. Is this the 4th or the 5th? I think this is the 5th game. Yeah, it's probably the 5th game. But, taking on Coventry away from home, Leeds United 2-0 up within the first half, and it was a brace from Dan James once again, scoring the winner in the last episode, in the last game, should I say, against Sheffield United, and scoring 2 here as De Silva goes ahead and makes it 3-0. And I've got to say, De Silva been a bit quiet within the last couple of episodes, but putting in a shift in this one makes it 3-0 against Coventry. And you know, going away to Coventry, never an easy game. Let's not forget that. As Coventry get an opportunity here, but flashes it wide of the post. 11 minutes to go within the second half. And you would see full time with a brace from Dan James and a goal from De Silva. We go ahead and make it a comfortable 3-0 victory away from home. Another 3 points on the board, and that is all that matters. Yeah, 3 points, that's all we're looking for. For the next couple of months to the end of the season, if I'm still in the job, that is all we're going to be looking for. And again, as soon as I win that league title, I do think the Leeds board, I do think they're going to want to keep me at the club. But again, next season, if we do get promoted, it's all going to be about survival. Yeah, not getting relegated. Because as soon as I get relegated, that's it. We're probably going to get sacked. That's how harsh the Leeds United board are. Going into the 5th game then, as I did get it mixed around. I thought the Coventry game was the last game of today's episode. It's not. Taking on West Bromwich Albion, obviously beaten them. I believe we beat them away from home at the Hawthorns. Going into this one, taking them on. It was all West Bromwich Albion within the first half, so I sat the lads down at half-time and I said, guys, wake up. This is a very big game for us. We need to get 3 points. We did have an opportunity there, though, saved from the West Bromwich Albion keeper, but as you would see, Patson Daka got subbed off. Patrick Bamford got subbed on, and within the 87th minute, Patrick Bamford goes ahead and makes it Leeds United 1, West Bromwich Albion 0 to give us all 3 points. But there was another opportunity. West Bromwich Albion winning possession of the ball, gives it up though with a silly pass, and as Bamford receives the ball from De Silva, Bamford runs up, already scored one of the winners, and he scores another one there. Last minute scenes at Elland Road with a 2-goal cushion, and I've got to say the fans go crazy because they're starting to believe. Yeah, the fans are starting to believe the league title's coming home, and I've got to say I'm starting to believe as well. It's going to be very hard for us to bottle this league title now, and if we do, I'm not going to be very impressed. Again, that's all Leeds United board want. That's all the board members want. They just want the league title. They couldn't care less about second place. They want the league title. And if they don't get it, then they're not going to be very happy, and that'll be my job gone. So that will conclude today's episode of Career Mode. I hope you'd enjoy, and if you did, please go down, like and subscribe. We are only 3 subscribers away from 200. It'd mean the world if you could subscribe. But guys, thank you, stay safe, and I'll see you guys very soon for next one, including some very important games. Thank you, and bye for now.